Bees have been on this planet for 100 million years. Humans have been cultivating them for thousands of years for their excuse me, honey and wax. Honeybees are especially important because they pollinate 1/3 of the planet's crop supply. And because of that, humans have become very, very dependent on them for our survival. Honeybees originated in North Africa, the Middle East, and Southern Europe. They were introduced to the rest of the world by humans, and since then have adapted to the new climates. Albert Einstein once said, if the bee were to disappear off the face of the earth, humanity would only have 4 years left to live. All types of bees are important because all types of bees pollinate the crops necessary to our survival. But honeybees are one of the most important, if not the most important species of bee, because unlike other species of bee, they are one of the only insects on this planet to pollinate grains such as wheat and barley, because other bees do not find these attractive. Honeybees just see them as another source of food. Honeybees are also important because they, of course, produce honey. Pardon me. Honeybees produce the most amount of honey in the shortest amount of time compared to other bees in the species. Not only is honey delicious, it is also an anesthetic. According to Gunner's article over the uses of honey, the ancient Egyptians used to use bee honey on wounds such as burns and cuts. They would apply these to the affected area to heal them faster than the body's natural state would. According to Gunner's article, it was also antibacterial, which makes it excellent for your skin. Honey can be applied to blemishes on the skin, such as acne and blisters, and they will go away faster. Honey also possesses antioxidants, which are great for a person's heart health. Antioxidants can reduce the chance of heart disease, strokes, and cancers. Excuse me. In a world without bees would be a catastrophic place. Especially honeybees. Honeybees are very important to our survival because not only do they pollinate 1/3 of the crops we as humans consume, they also pollinate roughly according to a study done by the University of California in San Diego, they also are responsible for pollinating about 90% of the natural world's plants. This makes them very important to our planet's health because a lot of these plants rely solely on honeybees to cross-pollinate them so they will grow. If honeybees in particular were to go extinct, these plants would face endangerment and potentially die off, having a catastrophic effect on the food web around the world. If honeybees died off, we as humans would also face effects such as massive die-offs because of famines. There would not be enough food to go around without bees. Excuse me. There would not be enough food to go around without bees pollinating our crops. Even our livestock would die because there'd be nothing to feed them with. There are only 8 species of bees on the endangered species list, and although honeybees are not one of them, it is in our best interest they do not end up there. Honeybees are unfortunately susceptible to human behavior because some people see bees as aggressive attackers because they can sting, and a lot of people are allergic to bees. While that is true, honeybees only sting when threatened, because after they sting someone or something like an animal or a person, they die because their stinger is attached to their lower abdomen, and it is ripped off of them the moment the stinger made contact with the victim. Spreading awareness of bees is very important. It is also important to plant brightly colored flowers with sweet smells to attract them if they live in your area. This is another way to help provide food for bees in your area. It is also important to take note of areas where bees feed and live, like a beehive in a tree or a meadow of flowers that bees love to visit for nectar to make honey. It is important that other people that you share these locations with others, so the tree containing the beehive isn't cut down and the meadow full of flowers isn't turned into a neighborhood, because that could have negative effects for that area's environment. Pardon me. In conclusion, a world without bees would be a catastrophic place. Unfortunately, they're susceptible to careless human behavior because people don't seem to realize just how important these little guys are. And because of this, there is potentially, in our future, it is possible that bees could go extinct. And it is in our best interest to make sure that does not happen. So if you see one, just leave it be.
Yeah.